Quest Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of The Sea and the Sand by Finn Oge, narrated by Nicholas Boulton. For the Oil Fella. Part 1. Chapter 1. The world is irritatingly small. Sam stood on Grafton Street, watched the man go up in flames, and cursed how approximate people have become. He sighed for a moment and watched the crowd part like a sea of red, the glow of the inferno flickering off their faces, horrifying and beguiling in almost equal measure. Sam shook his head, looked to the sky, and stepped forward to douse the screams. He'd grow to wish he'd let the man burn. Snap! Isla was cheating as usual, in part due to a misunderstanding of the rules. At 6 years old, the fun was more in beating her father to the draw than in stockpiling cards, and so she shouted before the face had even been flipped. It delighted Sam to watch how her little mind anticipated his hand movements, to see her excitement. It seemed like a normal, wholesome thing to do of an evening, after all the wee woman had been through. They were drifting, alone, across the Mediterranean in their 54-foot home. Progress was deliberately slow. There'd been a lot of rebuilding to do, and the work was far from finished. Sam wasn't sure whether his daughter's scars would ever properly heal, but she was gradually becoming less afraid of bedtime and the potential horror that sleep could bring. He'd made resolutions, starting with how he made a living. He wouldn't take on any more work that could possibly impact his daughter or his family. The last job he'd been embroiled in had done that and more. From here on in, Sam determined, any risks taken would be his alone. And even at that, they would be minimal. He had a child to raise, and she no longer had a mother to step into the breach. "Daddy, you can have some of my cards," she told him, sliding a frugal collection to his side of the chart table. "Thank you, darling," said Sam, the salt and the stubble tautening at a gentle reminder of his daughter's provenance. Isla's mother would never have seen anyone stuck. Winning had never been Shannon's priority. "What story do you want tonight?" "Aw, is it bedtime already?" "Not yet, little lady, but in a while."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?